I know you can eat that food. It's from Cafe Chapas, eh? I know so many of you are wondering, why is Amito made up? Is today her wedding day? No, no, guys. If I'm looking like this on a day that is not my wedding day, now imagine how I'll look on my wedding day. Today is a beautiful day. I hope you're all doing great, and I hope that God is protecting all of you. Your girl did makeup. I rarely do makeup, but Sharifa, my friend who normally does my hair, who plaits my hair, came through to make me up for today's occasion. Anyway, it's just a brunch, and I don't think I've taken you guys for a brunch before, so today I thought it wise to take you guys along and you see what it means by a brunch. So I'm going to the one at Stonehaven, Kampala. So normally, for those of you who don't know what brunch is breakfast and lunch all together. So it starts at around midday, 11 midday, and then ends at around 5 p.m. And then after 5 p.m. you can party the way you want. So by brunch, what they mean is there is going to be enough food so you can eat whatever food you want. There will be enough drinks, you can drink whatever you drink at the price that you paid to book a table. So for this brunch, we paid 200,000 per person to book a table. So from the 200,000 Ugandan shillings, you eat whatever you want, you drink whatever you want between now and 5 p.m. Then after 5 p.m., you just buy your own drinks and whatever you want to eat. It is not part of the brunch anymore. So that is, I don't know if I've explained it very well, but that is what the Kampala branches look like. I don't know why the askari is whistling, but it's okay. Ignore that. So my Uber is already outside. Sherry is also waiting. She has to go back and work on other clients. So let me take you guys on the road. I have used an Uber from where I stay to the main road, and then I am going to meet my sister Amito, and then she will drive us there. See you guys on the road. I love you all. Mwah.
On my closing, and up on my story, and up on my glory. It's all about you. You brought me this far.
So I forgot to tell you guys, this outfit was made by Irene. I think you guys will see it later. The whole of it, it's a two-piece, but my friend Irene tailored it. Yeah, she's so good at what she does, as you can see. Let me try to, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you'll see it later. Today is also our anniversary. Yeah, baby and I are making over 14 months together. Yes, so I was here minding my business and he sent me flowers. Let me show you how the flowers look like. Very beautiful flowers. He always selects the best flowers for me. Thank you so much, honey. Say thank you to honey for sending me flowers, because I really love them. I love them a lot. Okay, and of course a card as always. So since we are late, Amnata is already waiting and my Uber guy is already here. I think you guys will see more of the flowers some other day. As per now, let's go for the brunch. See you guys later. I'm annoyed at Amito because we are late. Someone is entering. So we finally got to Stonehaven, Kololo. It's a restaurant somewhere in Kololo, not far away from the airstrip, and just at the corner after Molecule. For those of you who party from Molecule, yeah, it is not far because Molecule is on the road and Stonehaven is quite hidden. Next to her, there is an embassy that is neighboring Stonehaven, but I have forgotten it. Yeah, but just in case you get lost, all you have to do is go to your Google Maps, type in Stonehaven, and it will get you straight to the gates. Yeah, so we got there and they were already serving lunch stroke dinner, I guess. The people who came earlier, like at around 11:30 midday, had breakfast. They told us that breakfast was served. It was a breakfast buffet. So many things were served, cakes, bread, like everything that you know is served during breakfast was given to them. Juice, tea, all those things, and they really had a great meal. My friends here had their breakfast at Stonehaven, and it was really hard for them to have this lunch stroke dinner because they were too full. That is one of those days where you eat silly, like you eat and drop. So they were really full, and it was hard for them to eat the rest of the food. So here they're trying to do some, I don't know what that is, but I guess some nyama choma here and there, some grilling. Is that grilling or roasting? I don't know. There was just a lot of food. You just had to go wherever you wanted to go and ask for food, and they would give it to you. Chicken, pork, goat's meat, beef, everything was served. Everything was served. It was such a nice day. So people actually attend these brunches in big numbers. Others sit inside the restaurants, whereas others sit outside in the gardens. It's always fully packed. These drinks that you're seeing here are all free. Okay, not free because we paid for them, but you can have whatever drink you want, and for as many times as you want to have those drinks on that 200,000 Ugandan shillings. So by the time we got here, our friends were a little tipsy, like you see. They've taken so many cocktails, so many wines, so many champagne, so many everything. Like they just drank a lot, and they were still drinking. But I was just happy that everyone was happy. People were having fun. We had fun. There were fruits, like, and anything you ever dreamt of eating in this Kampala, Uganda, it was available at the brunch. So I think the whole goal is to let you eat like you've never eaten before. So Tina and Aminata here, they were getting their drinks from this counter, and then we also took that opportunity to take some pictures and videos around here.
Get drink, get drink, get drink. The way you're matching the flowers. Your dress is matching the flowers.
I danced so much and decided to come and cool it off with some juice. I got some cocktail juice here, and also decided to show you some of the foods that were on this other end that people didn't even want to touch. Like, people were so full that nobody wanted to know about food anymore. I think at around 4:30, people were so tired. People didn't even want to smell food. It's that bad. I don't know if it is just me, but there are some days when I wake up afraid of how the day is going to be. I'm extremely nervous. I have a long day to do so many things, and yet I also feel that I have limited time to do everything I'm supposed to do today. Because guess what? Your girl is going to the village tomorrow morning. I'll be traveling to Pakwach. I was last in Pakwach in... My uncle is calling me. Let me first talk to you guys. I was last in Pakwach in 2022, and 2023 I didn't go, but here we are in 2024 and I'm going back. Normally I go to pay respect to my dad, yes, and also to check on my grandpapa, my grandmom, and everyone else. So this time around, the main reason I am going is because I want to put a better roof over my dad's head. 12 years back, 2012, 5th July, which also happens to be the day I was making 20 years old, at around 11 a.m. my dad passed on. So this time around, unlike the other times, I am going with my whole family. My nieces, they're going to meet their grandpa for the very first time. I mean my dad for the very first time. They're going to see where we laid him to rest. And of course, there would have been auntie, my sister. I lost my sister, I think 20 something years ago. We were still young. She was my younger sister. She was following me. She passed on and she was buried in the village. So I don't know if they'll understand, but I'll try to explain those things to my nieces. So I'm going with my nieces, going with my siblings, and going with my mom as well. And yeah, I just can't wait for us to have a good time in the village. Yeah, so for days when I feel this weird, I always look for something to motivate me before I kickstart the day. And today my motivation is breakfast from Cafe Java's. Yeah, it was delivered I think 5 minutes back, and also I have to send my laundry. I need to leave this house very, very clean. So enjoy the day with me. Whatever I will show you, just appreciate it. The girl has a very busy day. Bye for now. So Faye's Laundry has picked my clothes. Today I want to show you how they measure the clothes. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Come in. I'm okay. So today I'm going to show you how they measure the clothes before they send them for washing. Let me first get the clothes because I hadn't put them together.
Sometimes I wish my daddy was hit so I could get a little hold of what a daddy could give. I saw my dreams fade in the streams of the daddy running water has a sat on the streets. Sometimes I wish my dreams were real. I would have been a little different in viewing me. I saw my hopes fade in the streams of the daughter running water has a sat on the streets. He ain't up on me even if you brought me roses. My grandmama told me every day I know it. It took a little longer to truly appreciate who I am and stop holding to illusions like a hole in my mind. Surely I've seen it sitting on the sea, so the world keep on turning around till you hear a bingo. They told me about a God, I wanna know him more. He told me to be humble so we could let me know. He ain't up on me, ain't up on my clothing, ain't up on my story, ain't up on my glory. It's all about you. You brought me this far from nowhere. I give you all the glory. You deserve much better, and I know this. They're running back to my roots in the fast lane, hoping you could hack me on the.
So this is 12.96.
12.96. Okay.
is 14.15.
Okay.
Totaling up to 27.11.
27?
27.11.
Okay, which is how much? Times 7,000?
That would be 190.
Okay, plus transport?
Plus transport, that comes to 198.
Okay then. So Faye said that I should pay after
Okay, that's
when
fine.
you bring them, eh?
It's okay, one day back today.
Yeah, today.
Okay.
Without fail.
Without fail. Okay. I'll let you know when they are ready.
Okay, dear. You call me. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Alright. Guys, I'm always complaining. I'm always quarreling with my border guy about his cleanliness. Okay, he's a clean guy and all, but then his hands are always dirty. Like you send him for something and then he brings it back. Like that cavera that holds whatever he has brought is always dirty. Like most of the times I'm scared to even hold the cavera. Let me give you an example. Let me show you. So I'd sent him to get me some of my skincare products. See, let me show you this other side. See how dirty this is. I don't know if you can see. You see that? Like most of the times he brings these boveras back while very, very dirty, and I always have it rough with him. Not because I'm like, I just want him to be a clean guy. So today I told him I'm going to give him money and he buys wipes, because he always moves with a cross bag. So I told him I'm going to give him money, 10k, and he buys wipes and then he places them in the cross bag, so that every time he is going to get something for a client, he first wipes his hands before he can carry that for a client, because that is something that can make you lose some clients. Know how clients are very, very sensitive. Me, I am okay with him because he's been my guy for, I think, ever since the year began. I trust my previous border guy because of, actually, let's have this conversation. I don't know, someone else might judge me, but I personally felt like he was disrespectful. I had known this guy ever since I came to this place. I think it's been 3 years now. Let me see, 10, 20, 2 years, 2 years and a half. So I had known him, no, 2 years. I had known him since beginning of 2022 when I came to this place, and he was a very nice guy. Actually, by the time I met him, this guy didn't even know Kampala very well. I remember the very first day I had to literally direct him. I was going to work, so I had to literally direct him to where I was going, and he didn't know. When I told him the office, the ministry, he didn't know it. So I decided to tell him about the things around the ministry, and he still could not get it until I told him, you know what, let me sit and direct you. So I started directing him. We got to, what's that place, Chiwatule. I told him, now let's slope to Ntinda, now let's branch to Nakawa. I literally was directing him until we got to the gate, you understand? So the second day, I still called him and sat, and he still wasn't remembering the route very well. And then we went, and then I think 3 days later, he was now conversant with the route. I feel like I nurtured him. I feel like I helped him. I might not have done so much, but I feel like I helped him with some of the roads, because now I could even sometimes call him and I'm like, you come back, come to work and pick me. I want you to take me somewhere else, because I wanted him to get used to these places and know them, so that in case he gets another client who wants to go to these places and they are not as patient as I am, they will not refuse to give him business, you understand? So fast forward, he used to do so many things that would really annoy me, until one day I gave him a delivery of candles and requested him to deliver it to the client. So I think he called the client and the client wasn't picking. But I told him the client might be in a meeting, because the client had told me. The client might be in a meeting, but in case you call the client and he's not picking, give it like an hour and call the client back and then deliver the things. So once he called once, the client didn't pick, he got the things and took them to his home. So that evening, because the client had already paid, I didn't really call the client. I was like, oh, I'll talk to the client the following day. So the following day, I'm there minding my own business, and then the client calls me and asks me why I didn't deliver. And I'm like, wait a minute, I sent a border guy to deliver to you. He didn't. Mbo, no, he didn't. I had 2 border guys by then, so I would send this one and send another one. So that whole day I hadn't sent this other one, the one I'd sent the previous day, so I didn't get the opportunity to interact with him. I was interacting with the other one. So yeah, the following day the client talks to me, and I'm so shocked that the client didn't receive their products. I call this guy and he's like, me, I was waiting for you to call me and let me know that the client's phone is now on, because I called once and the client didn't pick, so I kept the things at my place. I'm like, even if, remember, I sent him at around 3, and the client had told me they would be in a meeting up to around 4. That's why I told him to give it an hour. But even if, why didn't he bring back the products at around 6 p.m. or even 7? Because he doesn't stay far away from where I stay. I was so disappointed in him. I was so mad, but I forgave him. The problem came, I think, a month later. I gave him a chance again, continued working for me. A month later, I sent him again for something. I sent him to town to take one of my sisters and wait for her. So he was supposed to wait for her, buy whatever she was buying, take her to wherever she was delivering the things, and then back. So when I called him, I told him, do all that, but you're going to withdraw your money in 3 hours, because I was going for massage and I knew massage was going to take long, and I would have left my phone in the lobby, so it was going to be hard for me to put my pin onto the, like, to help him initiate the payment. So he kept calling. And remember, I'm this kind of person who believes that if you call someone once and they're not picking, or twice and they're not picking, they have realized that you called them, they have missed the call, so they're going to call you back when they are less busy. So this guy called. By the time I got done with the massage, it took like, I think, 2 hours, because I was doing waxing, massage, scrub, all those things at a go. So by the time I got done with all that, 2 hours later, I think it was now clocking to, I think, 6 something, and I found 18 missed calls. So I called him and I was like, but you're not a patient guy. Why didn't you wait for me to call you back? How do you call someone 18 times? And yet I told you what I was going to do. It's not that I don't normally pay you. I would still have paid you, but I told you I was going to be busy. Then you know what this guy said? But what of Ogambie? Like, is that what you've said? I'm not a patient guy. Me who took your sister to town, waited for her, and then took her this side and then brought her back. You're calling me impatient? I was like, but am I not paying for the services? I'm paying for all these services. It's not that you're doing these things for free. I'm paying for every service, even for the times when I send him to Nigeria market, which is 1,000 shillings away from me, a walkable distance from my home to the market. I still give him 4,000, because in my mind, I believe he left whatever he was doing, went, bought whatever I wanted, and then came to my home. So I consider that a two-way, and I give him 2K going and 2K back for a place I can walk to. You understand? So I wondered why he talked to me like that. I ignored. I sent him his money. So the following day, I wanted him to come and deliver candles. I called him. The following day was a Saturday. I called him at around, I think it was 9 p.m. I mean 9 a.m. in the morning. So I called him and told him I needed him to come help me. I had so many orders. I think I had like 5 people to deliver to, and my other border guy was far away. Guess what this guy told me? He told me, no, I first asked him, are you, let me call him D. I was like, D, are you around? Then he was like, yes, I am around. Are you busy? I am not busy. Then I was like, oh, I was requesting you to come so that I can send you to deliver some products to clients. And then he was like, do you need me now? I was like, yes, of course. Is there any day I've called you and told you I'm calling you, but I need you the following day? Of course I need you now. Then he was like, you know, madam, today I had decided not to work for you because yesterday you called me impatient. So I want to give you a suspension for 1 week. I was like, what's wrong with this guy? I was like, okay, Kale, I've allowed the suspension. It's okay. I just switched him off and I called my other border guy. He was far, but I had to wait for him. I communicated to my clients and told them I'm going to take some time in between delivery because my border guy is very far, and they understood. So an hour later, my border guy came and my other border guy came and did the delivery. But guys, that was the day I deleted this guy's number and I totally forgot about him and I let him be. But that is something I can never forget. Like, why would someone make you feel like you're doing them, like they're doing you a favor? I don't know, like they're doing you a favor. Because imagine, these are people, like every time delivering something to a client, their transport is 10,000. So it doesn't matter whether I have given this border guy 5 orders a day or 10 orders a day. Whatever transport is given to him is his. So there are times whereby you'll find that all the clients are in town, which is 10,000 from Nigeria. Let me say these are like 5 clients. That's 50,000 for the border guy. You understand? I don't do the things of, because there are 5 clients in town, let each give you 2K. No, I don't do those things because I also feel that's the best way this guy can, want to work with me. You understand? So I make them feel like it is a big deal working with me. There are times when I'll send someone to deliver 15 orders, and that is 150,000 from transportation from all his clients at a go. So why would you make me feel like you are doing me as a very big service, like you're the only person I can send? So I've had it rough with that. I had it rough with that border guy. I'd never had it rough with any border guy. So that is what happened. Now this other border guy I have is a very good guy. I still have the other old one. I lost one, I remained with one, and then I got a new one, who is this one. The only challenge is this one is he's dirty. Like, he's not dirty as a person, but his hands are always dirty, which I really understand because border guys are always, driving in dirt, dust, and Nigeria is one of those places that you would not want to stay in because of the dust, like everywhere, all directions, east, west, north, south of Nigeria is dusty. So I really understand, but I feel like if I were the border guy and a client has sent me, I would first wash my hands before I hold any of their things, because I would be scared delivering something that looks like this. But regardless, he's a very nice guy. I hope he doesn't change with time as well. Tell me what your experience with your border guy has been. Let's laugh together. It's getting late. I need to say goodbye to you. My oil and serum got done, so I needed to restock before I go to the village, because I come from a village that is extremely hot, one of the hottest villages in Uganda. So I need to stay moisturized. I need to take my skincare very serious so that I don't come back with a breakout. So thank you so much for watching. May God bless you and bless you abundantly. Pray for us to have a safe journey to and back, and yeah, hopefully I'll do so many videos when I go to the village. I love you all. May God bless you and bless you abundantly.